games at the Rangiri Dabulu International Stadium. It's a lovely evening and thankfully the weather is right. Let's take a look at the Sri Lankan side. They're going with Nissanka and Mishra, Pakistan side.
Pakistani team has done well and they are Pindi. Pakistan is the dominant and have one of the more dominant teams in the power play. Pathum Nissanka along with Kamil Mishara. It's also a good time to welcome John Kent alongside me. Welcome to Sri Lanka. Thanks Russell, thanks for the welcome. It's been lovely to be back and exciting cricket to be played. Both these teams will play most of their games in the group stages here in these slower conditions. Hence, here's an opportunity to get used to these type of pitches, the pace, the weather, a lot more humid. Salman Mirza, left arm seamer, he's got the new ball. Is on strike. He'll get a bit of movement back into the right-hander. He's giddy. Hint of movement, but Nissanka leans into it. How about that? Outfield, very quick. Opening boundary, and that was by no means a bad delivery. Shaping back in again, trying to go between bat and pad. Really a top cricket stroke, as you mentioned. Top of the bounce, nice positioning and timing. The outfield quicker than we were expecting. He hits it into the pitch, that gets it to skid off. We're right in the middle, as you mentioned in the pitch report. 68-meter boundary. That'll be four. Look at that go. So quick. A hint of width. Nissanka, the second boundary of the innings. With the greasiness out there, the ball sliding off the bat face, going a bit finer than that third man off's position. So say any width whatsoever, he throws those hands at it. He picks up his second boundary. Third man very wide indeed. Had no chance. Get finer, says the captain. Upish, mid-off takes it. Kamil Mishara goes. That one looped. The noise off the bat was just not right. Strike-Burrs has been impressive so far. With this new ball, first ever got a bit of swing. This time, a little bit of pace, not quite timing it. Mishara looking to be aggressive. He's naught off two before this. Hadn't got much strike. Starved of strike, and this time trying to hit his first boundary. Only ends up holding out to mid-off. Straightforward catch taken by Salman. And there you go. Simple catch, and that's the first one for Pakistan. Sri Lanka now one down. Mishara gone for none. 13 for 1. Lost a wicket. Kamil Mishara trying to get on with it. Just lobbing one to mid-off. Out comes Kusal Mendis. Average of 25, a strike rate of 1/3. Sri Lankan fans, of course, like to see a little bit more consistency from Kusal Mendis. Takes it on, square leg, underneath it. Oh! Mohammad Nawaz almost built it. Pathum Nissanka's gone. Oh, he tried to launch this one. You said how hard it is to play your strokes with confidence. Well, the wicket just holding up a bit, and Pakistan have got their second. Big wicket, Nissanka. No attempt to keep that down. Looking to pick it up on the onside. delivery, back of the length, got underneath it, but the timing nowhere near the middle of the bat, and that was nowhere near the middle of the hand either the first time round. Ahmed Wasim Jr. gets his wicket, he's bowled well, but they're saying, what was that shot? Sri Lankan fans, they disappointed. That's a big player gone for them. Nisanka, he's gone for 12. Sri Lanka 50 from this surface.
Nicely played. Nicely played. That will relieve the pressure. Short and wide. And Kusal Mendis was on top of it. Good evening, Amir Sohail, and good evening to all.
Yeah, no matter what, how the pitch is behaving, but as a batter, if you're feeling the pressure, you have to stay alert for such deliveries. And Mendes was. Seized and the opportunity, bumped the boundary. Should relieve the pressure.
Well, at the moment, this time, that is a very good shot. Perfect length. And Dhananjay De Silva found the length to his liking, and that area is open. So that's a very good hit.
Seamark delivery from Fahim Ashraf first up. This is a stroke which do not associate with Dhananjay De Silva. He prefers hitting the ball towards the offside, but this time around went with the angle to go about the job. Another slow one, but it was too short and good enough for Kusal Mendis to pick up another boundary.
See, what Fahim Ashraf has to be careful about is the length. He was going to take pace off. That was short. I love the batter, plenty of time. And yes, we've had a lot of rain here, but look how quick this outfield is. That is a tribute to the ground staff who's done a brilliant job. They have just made sure that this ground remained bone dry. And
That's close, that is close, and given. Has impacted the game straight away, Shadab.
well, if there was no bat, I don't think he should review it. He's thinking about it, but he's running out. Oh, he's gone for it. So let's see.
Director, we have a player for LBW. Original decision is out. I have checked the field. Fair delivery. Starting the front run, please. Waiting for ball tracker. Camera. Ball tracker is coming. Original decision is out. Pitch is in line. Impact in line. Wicket. Umpire's call. Go back to on field. Umpire camera, please. Camera, you can stay with your original out decision.
Turned out to be an umpire's call, but it was very straightforward. If there was no bat, that looked dead. Kusal Mendis thought it could have been a feather, but not to be this time. Out for 14, Sri Lanka, 37 for 3. Was the captain of the Sri Lanka T20Is, but in as a player, hasn't had a great run in the recent past, but take nothing away from him as a player. Very, very talented left-handed batter, can spring a surprise. And he's up against the right arm leg spinner.
Straight away was an inside edge. He's been given. Not reading the googly on that occasion. Dhananjay De Silva. Inside edge and a good catch behind the stumps.
I wonder what's going on here. There was some confusion because the umpire said not out. He didn't think it was out, but then Dhananjay De Silva started walking. It was quite apparent and obvious that the wronger had taken the inside edge. So let's see, this is confirmation. Definite wronger, looking to drive, yes. Under edge. Almost getting stuck in the midriff, but doesn't matter. He's held on to it. He's surprised. And now, a first a no and then a yes. Sri Lanka losing wickets close to each other. Dhananjay De Silva out for 10. It's
8 for 4.
He's picked that up and he's got hold of it. You can just tell by the sound of ball on bat. Got right underneath that, planted that foot to the pitch of the ball and launched it properly.
Launching it, as you said, is a beautiful stroke. This is a good matchup for the batting side. Left-hander, left-arm orthodox with the turn, and this is the matchup they want to do a lot more often, this batting partnership. Trying to get a partnership of some stature, themselves a launching pad for those last 5 overs.
Sri Lanka will keep strike and another over. 10 gone, 59 for 4. Down the wicket and he finds the man. He tips it over the boundary. Sides on the front there. Would have been third for Shadab. He was in good position to take that. Eventually he just helps it on his way.
As he was taking his hands towards the ball, he was looking over his shoulder. In a way, he knew that boundary rope was right behind him, but the batter would have had his heart in his mouth at this stage. And they're just trying to rebuild. Holding out too long on off a full toss wouldn't have looked good. Now the really good looking stroke here, this time on the offside.
Yeah, they'll have to take a certain amount of risk just to push this run rate a little. Could see that leg stomp, and that's what has got Abrar excited. 23 coming in the last 2 overs before this, so that's certain level of acceleration. I just felt there was a sound there. Oh, has he? Oh, he's walking. You're right about that. There was a sound, and suddenly very subdued celebration. Sri Lanka takes the walk. They've lost 5 now. Trying to hit one down to mid-wicket on a ball turning away. Just have a look.
Top spinner. Big heave onto the onside, a slight edge, slight deflection, and another good take by Khan. Big appeal, here's a celebration. Smile. The batsman walks past him, he's gone. He walks off. Just as Sri Lanka started fighting back, Sri Lanka's out. He's gone for 18. Sri Lanka 72 for 5.
Hit well, down the ground. Hasaranga gets a boundary for Sri Lanka after 16 balls. Yeah, they need a few of this. Yes, we do know that half of the side is out, but Sri Lanka can't afford to play dot balls. They need to be a little bit more proactive, go after the bowling minutes offered, just like that, and that's his strength. And one thing about Hasaranga, who used to be a predominant offside player, he is now looking to pick more spots. That's a very good looking shot. Down the ground for 4.
Moment it heads outside that boundary line, it does come back wet. Hence a bit of work from the umpire to dry the scene. It's hard to get away, Abrar. Very subtle variations, gets that ball to skid through. Strong winds which blow across the ground here is also a factor. Clever bowlers use the wind to drift. That's Apish. Here's another. No, he's put it down. Salman Mirza. I thought he had it. Just gets away from him. Important that Lian again now takes his opportunity with both hands. There was one on the boundary that the fielder miscued. Change of ends for Mohammad Nawaz. Had a fabulous 2025 since he came into the team. The leading wicket taker. He had so much more value with his power hitting at the end of the innings. When you look at the other bowlers, he's been expensive. Hit well. He picked his spot so well, Lienaging. You hit the top of the field in the circle, definitely hitting a cap because no one behind. This is really clever batting by Janit Lienaging. Fast emerging as a must in the Sri Lanka white ball team. Look at how he keeps moving around the crease, just making Nawaz in his length and pounces on it. Knew his spot all the time. Batting on off stump now. Lienaging. Flat and hard for more. Skids off the outfield. Outstanding stuff. Outstanding stuff. Back-to-back boundaries. You're talking about 150. Sri Lanka need to go at about 8, 9, 10 runs and over from here. The last over gave 10. He's already got 8 of the first 2. Yeah, they're looking at 160 now. But work got to be done here. Rebuild, we said earlier. Got to keep it going. 5 overs after this. Bit of momentum with the batting. That's it. That's it. It's running away again. 100 on the board for Sri Lanka. It's taken a while. Well, this partnership, now 29 of 18, is critical because you spoke about the last 5 overs. If they can go on and let Nasul Shan, if he has to come in for the last 2 overs or 3 overs with a good footing, he can express himself. Ideally, this pair should go on, but just in case, that to me will be perfect for Sri Lanka to try and get to that 150 or 160. But still a lot of work to be done. At the current rate now 139 to get to 160, they need to go a little over 10 and over. And that's not unreasonable. You set yourself right, 10, 12 and over is what teams look for in those last 5 overs. Sri Lanka nicely paced. That was a little lucky. No man's land was Hasaranga. Just managed to get back to ball. The 160 on the cards. But they need to milk the last 2. They've got 11 of the first 4 with a dot. Can they finish strong? That should be Sri Lanka's plan. Useful edge. Fast outfield. Another 4. The runs are coming for Sri Lanka. Well, they needed a big over to get this momentum going. They got 1. They got 10 in the last. Now they got 15 here. Now this is perfect. This little phase for them. Doesn't matter how it came at this stage. They have a bit of grip and turn, but useful. Very, very useful in the context of the situation. Bowled a little quicker from Nawaz too. That gave the pace the ball needed to run away. Most expensive over of the innings. Hit well. Does the 116 coming off the 15. 106 for 5. 1. Hit well. Hasaranga is liking it down the ground. Now the last 30 balls have brought 50 runs for Sri Lanka for 1 wicket. It's a very, very good space for them. Key moment of the game here. Yes, Sri Lanka lost 5 wickets quickly for 72, but the next phase, this partnership
is making Sri Lanka really do well. The question is, can they finish off? Can they continue? Hasaranga coming in ahead of Kasun Shanaka. With the wickets falling, is it that? Long off. Takes it nicely. Fakhar Zaman had a lot to do. Judged it very nicely, and that's the end of that partnership. Well, that's unfortunate. You could see what Hasaranga's intent was. He was looking to go more extra cover. It went down to long off, moved slower. And look where he's aiming. He was going wider, but found the fielder. But still, I think it's a good platform.